my name is Heather and I'm an oil painter and a mixed media artist. Today I'm going to show you how I created this folio that I'm going to use for stickers and ephemera and goodies like that. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will for future art videos, and let's get right to it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is glue two pieces of 12 by 12 cardstock together, and the only reason that I'm doing that is because the cardstock pack that I chose only has images on one side. So if you have paper that has images on both sides, then you don't have to do this step at all. Somehow the video got cut off, so the only step that was before this is to score the bottom of the paper up 3 inches, and that's where your pocket's going to be. And since the paper is 12 inches, we're going to score it at 6 inches. And then you just fold it in half. And you see how at the bottom I scored it 3 inches, because that flap will go up and create a pocket. Have them both folded, and the next step is just to cut a little sliver off of the corner here, and just up to the crease line. Cut right up to the score line, and that's going to help the folio be able to fold. Okay, so I have taken mine to my sewing machine and sewn all around. You don't have to do this step, but I like to do sewing on mine. And then I just trimmed off a little piece on each side, on the right side and on the left side, so that it will fold. And it's nothing specific, you know, just like a little sliver. And then I measured out a piece of chipboard, or you could use cereal box, and I'm using some Tyvek tape, and I'm just using the tape and I'm leaving a little space in between the chipboard and the paper so that it can fold. This Tyvek tape is really, really strong and very, very sticky. I'm going to do that on the front and the back. Okay, and then the next step is to cut out some fabric, and you're just going to cover that with some fabric on the front and the back. And I'm using Fabri-Tac glue to glue it down. Okay, and the next step is to glue your pockets up and just use a little bit of Fabri-Tac glue on each side, on all of the pockets. And I have 2 pieces of heavy cardstock, so I'm having to hold this down until it dries. You shouldn't have to do that if you only have 1 piece of cardstock. Okay, and so the next step is to get 3 pieces of pretty cardstock that you want inside of your folio for your signature. And then you're just going to fold them in half. And I'm going to kind of measure it this way. You can definitely like get a ruler and measure specifically, but I'm going to kind of just eyeball it and then trim my papers down. And then you trim your papers down. And so since the inside of my paper is plain, I just got this clock stencil and a couple of different stencils and just a little stenciling on the inside so that it wouldn't be just white paper. Okay, so the next step is to get you some vellum and then just measure out some pockets. I did a half circle punch at the top. That's totally optional, you don't have to do that. And then I'm just taking some art glitter glue and gluing on the sides and gluing my pockets down. I'm going to do the same thing for all 3 pieces of cardstock that we picked to go in our folio. The cool thing about using vellum is that you can see what is inside of the pocket, which is extremely helpful when you're working. And then I decided to do a couple pieces of vellum on the other side. You can put your pockets on your pages any which way that you want to. I'm just showing you how I'm doing it. because I think what I'm going to use this folio for is for my stickers and my stamps. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is create a couple of pockets, and I'm going to do that on some book pages. And these are just extra book pages that I had. I folded them in half, and now I am gluing on top of them, just collaging on top of them. The thicker cardstock paper, I'm using art glitter glue, and the thinner paper, I'm using a glue stick. Then I'm just trimming around each card. And then I took it to my sewing machine and I stitched around each one. And now I'm just going to embellish it. I have some stamps, some Tracy Fox labels, and some Tim Holtz ephemera. And then I have this little stamp set, and I'm going to do a little stamping on top of it as well. Then I'm doing exactly the same thing for this one. Okay, so now on the inside flaps, before you open it all the way up, I am going to put these two pieces, and I'm going to create pockets. And this is pretty thick paper, so I'm using clips just to hold it down until the glue dries a little bit. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is sew in my signature. I'm just going to create 3 holes. Now I'm pretty much just eyeball this. You can measure it out if you want to, but it's only one signature, so just aim for the middle. Then just get you a needle and some twine. Your twine should be 3 lengths as long as your journal is. And the way I do it is I go through the middle, leave a little string hanging out, go through the top hole, back through the middle, through the bottom hole, tighten it up, and then tie it in a knot. And I clipped all the folders and things down just because it's easier when you're trying to sew something in instead of having everything flying around everywhere. And then here we go. We have our little booklet. And here is the folio. So cute. I really love the way that it turned out. The back, and this is the front, and then it opens up and I have a little pocket. And then I've already put some stuff in mine, some ephemera and some Tracy Fox tabs and stickers. I have lots and lots of stickers in this one. And I saved a couple pockets for other things at the top of that one. And then here are all my stickers. My butterflies and my birds and my bunnies. My vintage stickers, more butterflies, and stamps. That was like a little gift I think I got. And then I haven't filled these up yet, but I will. And that is my little folio. I hope that this inspires you to create a folio for your ephemera and stickers and goodies that you have in your studio. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will for future art videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!